Welcome. Now we have two guests on today finally joining us for a chat. We have Bolu Essien and Juliana Olayode.
Yes, Olayode.
Thank you.
That's when I thought I was getting it right.
Bolu is an actor and the creator of the new workplace comedy series on Netflix titled Becoming Abby.
Yeah.
While Juliana, aka Toyo Baby, a name she got from starring Stoyosi in the TV series Jennifer's Diary, is an actress and sexual purity activist.
Yes, grand to have you guys on today.
Thank you.
First of all, I'm excited that you guys are here and Becoming Abby. We're going to touch on that. I really want to talk about that one. But Bolu, I mean, first off, you're so elegant.
Thank you.
On TV and in real life, it's such a very welcoming, aura that you have. And I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Exactly.
The bestie.
Yeah, you guys play besties in the series.
Yeah.
And while I was seeing that, I think I was on your page and I saw a part where you said something about you and your husband actually meeting at work, because that's how it plays out inside of the series. isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell us about that exactly. How did you meet him?
You know the funny thing?
What?
Exactly the way the scenario played, but it wasn't like I won an account. Because we worked in a group of company, and I was working in one of the businesses. The business he was working with was upstairs. So everybody just go for lunch, come back together, and then suddenly, like one of the days, I was just like, I think he said hi, and I was like, hello, what's your name? And he said, Google it.
Oh, so you
He
trusted
said
him
that
first.
for real, in reality. Like I was like,
Wait, so you?
yes, he said it for real.
You know what I like about your husband? The guy's good. The confidence.
Honestly, anyway. So the evening, much later in the evening of that day, I was like, hello, who's speaking? He said, my name.
Didn't you Google my name? Wow. Tell you something. Let's watch a bit of your skits endeavors here, and then when we get back, we'll go right into that. And I have a question for you about your book, because I think it's a very interesting endeavor. We'll be back after this.
Because you look like a stranger to me. Because assuming you know where you are going, you fall and face the place you are going, and you fall and go.
Sorry.
Sorry for what? You can't even greet person. You are so disrespectful. Okay, now as I'm looking at you now, you look like somebody that lost. Assuming you can greet somebody, at least I can say, okay, oh, where are you going? Where are you not going? I will show you the way.
But I just said good afternoon.
I don't want to hear anything. Oh yeah, move. I don't want to come back and see you standing here. Move. Be moving like that. If I come back and I see you like this, be moving.
Hey, God. Many are mad in this Lagos, so. But just few are roaming. Just imagine this one now. What is your problem now?
I have a problem. Don't die, come on. You didn't say anything. You look like you have lost. Okay, I've lost, so I'm going somewhere. I'm not going somewhere. Let me tell you something. If people kidnap me, you can't see 1 naira to collect. You can't see 1 naira to collect if you because you are standing there now, I'm suspecting you look like kidnapper to me. You can't see any money to collect. What happened? You stand in front of person, move. You didn't move. Talk, you didn't talk. Nothing. I don't stand there and be looking. I don't have any member. Nobody can pay ransom. Kill a shell. Oh yeah. Go to a black. I said she don't suspect. I know. You are still there. I think you should get away from there. What's wrong with you now?
Lizzie. It don't happen, no. What's going on here?
I don't even tell this lady and Coach just speak to me.
You did this to her?
I didn't do this.
Are you alright? You actually pour water on her?
I didn't actually.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, you don't say bad dream. That can exist.
So you think you can escape?
I can't escape.
Oh yeah. Back to that sleep now.
Abby, you just made the biggest mistake.
Why don't we have Abby?
Boss, I'm supposed to be on this.
I can do it. I don't have much on my plate.
You know, that earlier skit is a typical description of Ojai.
Exactly.
Well, let's talk about Becoming Abby. You guys play best friends inside of it, and I just saw that you guys actually. Does this play out in life as well? Are you guys real close?
You know the funny thing, when I was working with my team on the casting of the project, like, in fact, from when I was writing, I already knew that Juliana was going to play my best.
Why?
But we had not met before. We had not even had a chat, but I just knew, and then we eventually found out that we were attending the same acting school in the UK, actually, and then we just hit it off from there. And it's been good ever since. So even after the project, we still call each other bestie. Of course, everyone is busy, but we still do connect genuinely with each other.
That's grand.
And I find that she was one of the few people on set who was genuinely caring about me, because I'm also the executive producer with my husband. So apart from the fact that we're acting together, you're such a good person, you know. Apart from the fact that we're acting together, you find that even when we're having lunch, she's asking me, hope everything is okay. Hope you have everything you need and everything. Just that emotional.
How does that feel?
It makes me...
Consider I had not said it before.
Yeah, because, so that's just me, because I know that she's acting and at the same time she's producing, she's the executive producer. So the pressure is a lot because you're thinking of money. Oh my God, this person is asking me for this. Oh my God, I need to lift my line. So it's a lot. And then you still have to put in the work and the emotions to your characters. So that's
But have you ever had to produce anything?
No, you just have to be sensitive to people. Like, you know that it's not easy. Producing in this country is not easy. Sometimes things that you didn't even plan for
would definitely
would just pop up, and then you have to sort it out. So it's just instincts, I guess.
Yeah, emotional intelligence.
You're not just an actor yourself. You're also an author, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And your book is Sexual Purity. Did I get that correctly?
No, my book is... I spoke about sexual purity
yes.
in my book, but my book is titled Rebirth.
Well, why sexual purity? Where is it coming from? Is it coming from a religious stance or social stance, or what exactly?
Okay,
Does it mean you're talking about celibacy all through?
No, so I'll say that first is from the relationship I have with God. I wouldn't say it's religious. I would say it's just because I love God so much. And when you love somebody and you're in love with the person, you just want to do what the person says. You want to please the person truly and truly, you know. And a lot of times in our relationship with God, it's difficult to really want to do things to please God, because a lot of times we want to get things from Him.
Yeah.
We want to, it's all about what we can get from Him a lot of times. But I think I came to a point in my relationship with God where I was like, God, I don't just want to sing, I love you, Lord, I lift my hands. I want to really like feel it. Like when I say I love you, I want to feel it like I'm talking to my boyfriend or my dad or my brother. I want to just really, so then so it's just like, I know that God has said that this shouldn't happen until marriage, so it should be left like that. And then the other reason is also is because of the pain, because I was sexually abused as a child. And then I know that if we have a sexually pure world, there'll be no rape, there'll be no sexual abuse, there'll be no sexual harassment, there'll be no infidelity in marriage. You know, everybody rushing here and there trying to protect their husband and wife and all of that. It won't be happening if we're all sticking to God's plan for sex, for why He created
Why
sex.
it was, exactly. Oh, that's interesting.
So, yeah.
You know, I find it really, you know, tasking. We speak to a lot of producers, and I know how it can be really crazy trying to put things together. And just as you said, then you're now the actor. That's usually like double burden.
Yeah.
But what gave you the inspiration for this series?
Okay, so I've always been an actor. I've acted in a couple of movies with Mount Zion.
Okay.
But I picked on a corporate job,
Yes, we learn every day about it. Even the closest people to us.
Yeah, exactly.
So I picked on a corporate job like in 2013, 2014.
Okay.
And so I've been working in corporate. But, you know, just as Juliana is talking about God, like, for me, acting is a calling. So it's not about the fanfare and everything. My joy is that I have done it, right? And so I've always wanted to do it, but it's a question of I'm working, no time. And then also, there were stories I wanted to see. There were stories I felt I could connect with. And the workplace is one of it, because I know the experience I've had over the years.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I can't recognize that experience on screen. I'm not seeing it, but internationally, you find that there are a lot of work, you know, series like
Most movies
Succession,
even,
Yeah.
So I'm like, where is this? And I'm like, okay, you know what? Then I would write about this. So I was working on another project, and then one morning in June, I woke up and it was the title. This was around 3 a.m. And it was just Becoming Abby that came to me. So I wrote the title, and then I started the writing. I spoke to my husband, and he was like, if you believe this is it, then I'll support you. Let's get on it together.
I've got two questions I want to ask, but I'm going to try and put it in one.
Yes,
First off, working with your husband, how hard or easy is that? And then the relationship with the streaming services, because it seems like such a big deal. You're buying a Benz tomorrow, isn't it? But let's talk about your husband first and that relationship working with him.
Because my husband has been my colleague before, there's a relationship that we're friends.
Yeah, they met in the workplace.
We met at the workplace. So we've dealt with each other as colleagues. And as colleagues, you understand that you won't always have your way. It's an office, it's an organization. So pretty much that's even how we run our home. You, babe, you're not always going to have your way. And even I understand that. So there are times where I tell him, babe, we need to do this. And he's like, okay, let's go for it. Sometimes he's going to be like, I don't think we should do this. And I'm like, okay. You always agree. So if this time, I know agree, maybe there's something you're saying. Do you get? So we have that relationship. It's easy. I think one of the things that, I also want to say is I'm able to thrive, as a corporate. I'm also a mom and, producing this series, taking the lead role because I have an husband that understands that typically it's okay to shine, and I'm supporting you at the back, really. And for the streaming service, I think our series rather is distributed by Film One. We're just excited that we're just starting and they picked it up, and
Juliana, you're a gorgeous lady. And so, what we hear about the movie industry. I'm deliberately saying what we hear about the movie industry. Now, with all those things we hear, it makes you wonder, especially with your views on sexual purity, how have you been able to cope in the industry? Has it been a problem getting roles? We hear a lot of sexual roles and stuff. Have you ever experienced that?
No, I've never experienced that ever. I don't know why, but I don't pray to, actually. I don't ever want to experience it. No.